Hey, what are you guys doing here? Welcome to my channel. I hope you guys enjoy these AYAMA based practices and remember to hit the subscribe button below. Let's go practice now. Namaste, my friends. Welcome to this AYAMA based yoga practice, applied yoga anatomy and muscle activation. Today we're going to be doing an energizing yoga practice ending up in wheel. I want you to feel this practice really starting to empower you. Take that sense of empowerment and allow it to flow into all areas of your life. Are you guys ready? Let's dive in now. To start this practice, I want you to come and lie down onto your yoga mat, face down. I'd like you to breathe in deeply and diaphragmatically. This is an incredible pose to begin tapping into the full power of the breath, to feel the full power of the diaphragm. Now we're going to start off by doing some glute activation work here. I'd like you to bring your hands in sometimes what I call cobra hands, and then bend your right knee and bring the foot up towards the sky, and then slowly lower back down. Repeat it again. Bend your right knee. Engage the right glute and see if you can press that foot upwards. You're going to feel that right glute really engage, and then slowly lower back down. Sometimes nice to jiggle the glutes again. Bend the right knee. Engage the right glute, lift the leg up. You might notice it gets easier each time because the glute is waking up. Lower back down, and then do it again. Bend the right knee, engage the right glute, lift the leg up. Lift it up a little higher, and lower back down. And then repeat it again. So bend the right knee, engage the right glute, lift the leg up. Now you don't want to lift that right pelvic bone up, so leave the right pelvic bone down. You're only extending the hip up. Lower back down. Now let's do the other side. Bend the left knee this time. Engage the left glute. You can see me patting my bottom there, keeping that left pelvic bone down and just lifting the leg up. And when you're ready, lower back down. Bend the left knee again. When you're ready, engage that left glute and lift the leg up. Lift and push through the heel of the left foot. Keep that left pelvic bone down. And then when you're ready, slowly lower back down. Give a little jiggle. And then bend the knee, engage the glute, and lift the leg up. Lift it up as high as you can, but keep that left pelvic bone down. And then when you're ready, slowly lower back down. And when you're ready, bend the left knee again, engage that left glute, and push it up. Push the leg up towards the ceiling. Very nice. You're probably noticing that the leg is coming up a little bit higher each time. Isn't that wonderful? And then slowly lower it down. Do it again. Bend the left knee, push the leg up. Please don't worry if you can't lift up the leg that much. It'll get easier the more that you do this practice. And lower the leg down. Now, bring the arms forward. Have the arms at 45 degrees, thumb face up. Lift the arms up just a little bit, and now slowly lift the chest just a little bit off the ground. Lift the arms up as high as you can, and then lower back down. Keep the arms at 45 degrees. Now lift the arms back up again. You can see me making a little fist with my hands, sometimes pushing the thumbs up. And when you're ready, lift the chest up now. This is to activate the trapezius muscle. Lower back down. And then again, lift the arms and chest up as high as you can. Feel the center of your chest, the manubrium, the clavicle notch, lifting up higher, lift it up higher, and then slowly lower down. Great practice to activate the traps. And when you're ready, you're going to lift up again. Lift the arms, lift the chest up. Feel the upper part of your thoracic spine getting stronger and activating more. Relax your glutes as you're doing this. Don't tighten, don't engage the glutes. The glutes should be really relaxed. You're only working the upper back muscles, lower back down. When you're ready, you're going to do this again. Lift up the arms, lift up the chest. Keep the arms at 45 degrees. Don't let them splay out too much here. Lift up a little bit more. Lift up a little bit more. Keep the legs, keep the glutes relaxed, and come back down. Breathe in and out. And when you're ready, you're going to lift up again and lift up as high as you possibly can. Lift up now. You've got this. You're feeling yourself getting stronger and stronger. Lift through the manubrium, up, 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 and down. Take a deep breath in. Oh my goddess. Exhale deeply. Now come up again. Keep the arms straight as you can. Now bend the elbows to 90 degrees. Level with the shoulders. Lift up a little bit more. Straighten the arms. Reach forward and then bend the elbows again. You'll get a little bit more lift. Activating mid-traps. Exhale. Come back down. This was the last one. Bring the hands underneath your forehead and take a couple of deep breaths. Crocodile pose. Inhaling diaphragmatically. Exhaling diaphragmatically. Very good. Now when you're ready, bring your hands kind of underneath your shoulders. Press up onto your knees. Just take a moment here to feel yourself on fours. Sometimes I like to look over a shoulder at my glutes, kind of get a nice lateral flexion happening. And then when you're ready, you're going to exhale, come into downward facing dog. Now, from downward facing dog, what I'd like you to do is to kind of look at the hand placement. Bring the hands a little bit wider, but then you're going to turn the forearms in about 3 degrees and come into plank pose. Now, while you're in plank pose, I want you to squeeze your hands towards each other and then exhale, come back into downward dog. Inhale, come into plank pose again. Lower the hips a little bit, but squeeze the hands together and then exhale, come into downward dog. When you're ready, repeat it again. Come into plank pose. Squeeze the hands together, drop the hips a little bit, energize the leg bones up, press back through the heels of your feet, and then come back into downward facing dog. When you're ready, repeat it again. Come into plank pose, squeeze the hands together. This will activate the pecs. Lower the hips a little bit, push up between the shoulder blades, exhale back into downward dog. Come back into plank pose when you're ready. Squeeze the hands towards each other. Take a risk, drop the hips a little bit more, energize the leg bones, press back into downward facing dog. Come into plank again. Squeeze the hands towards each other. Feel the chest moving forwards. Feel the pecs getting stronger. Exhale, come back into downward dog. Come into plank again. Squeeze the hands towards each other. See if you can even squeeze the forearms towards each other. Drop the hips a little bit more. Come back into downward facing dog. Come into plank again. Squeeze the hands. Press back through the heels of the feet. Now lift the right leg up. Really squeeze the right glute as much as you can. Lower the right leg down. Lift the left leg up. Squeeze the left glute this time. Lower the leg down. Press into downward facing dog. Now lift the right leg up as high as you can to the ceiling. Bend that knee, let the foot come over to the left and come into what we call wild thing. You make my heart sing. Breathe in deeply. Feel yourself expanding your capacity. Now when you're coming out of this, slowly come out of it. And then come back into downward facing dog. When you're ready, you're going to lift the left leg up. Bend that knee. Now keep pressing up through the heel of the foot. Slowly come over into wild thing. Expand your heart, expand the capacity of who you are, expand your breath. And then when you're ready, slowly come out of it. See if you can lift the left leg up to the sky as you come over. Wow. And exhale back into downward dog. Lunge the right foot forward now. Have the hands on the hips just for a moment. Squeeze the hips into midline. And then let the hands, the fingertips sort of come down towards the floor, expanding your chest. Bring the arms forward now. Your torso is about 45 degrees. Feel a line from your fingertips to the back foot. Take the right foot back, downward facing dog. Take the left foot when you're ready up to the hands. Have the fingertips off the floor. Draw the shoulder blades back. The torso is at 45 degrees. And then bring the arms forward. You're reaching forward. Draw the shoulder blades back. Lift through the chest. Press back through the right heel of the foot. And then when you're ready, bring the hands down to the floor. Take the left foot back, downward facing dog. Very nice. Let's do it again. Take the right foot forward. Reach the hands forward this time. Feel the torso at 45 degrees. And then come on all the way up into high lunge, Anjaneyasana. Feel your heart expanding. Feel the torso rising out of the waist. Breathe fully. Breathe deeply. Turn the corners of your mouth upwards. Exhale, navel to spine, hands to the floor, right foot back, downward facing dog. Take the left foot forward between the hands. Go through those steps. Feel your torso completely engaged. Lift the chest up as high as you can. Reach out of the waist here. Reach out of the hips. Feel the hips squeezing to midline. Lift the corners of your mouth because you feel powerful. Exhale the hands down to the floor. Left foot back, downward facing dog. Very nice. Come into plank pose again just because it feels so darn good. Squeeze the hands towards each other. Slowly come all the way down to the floor now. Bring the hands down beside your waist. Palms face up towards the sky. What we're going to do now is a practice to activate the triceps. So what you're going to do now is kind of bring the arms out just a little bit, like about 5 degrees. And then lift the arms up. The arms are going to stay in neutral, so you're not going to force the palms down or up. And then lower the hands down. And then when you're ready, lift the arms up. Keep the arms as straight as possible. Don't bend the elbows. And then lift the arms up. Everything else is relaxed. And then slowly lower back down. Do it again. Lift the arms up. Keep the arms as straight as possible. Keep everything else relaxed. Don't force anything else to happen. Just lift the arms up. And then when you're ready, relax down. And then repeat it again. Lift the arms up. Everything else is relaxed. Again, you're feeling the tricep engage. Lower the arms back down. And now we're going to do Shalabhasana. So lift the arms up, lift the chest up, lift the legs up. Really starting to isolate the lower back muscle, the longissimus, and then lower everything back down. And then lift the legs and the chest up as high as you can. Now keep the legs as straight as possible. Lift up from the inner thighs and then lower back down. When you're ready, come back up again. Lift the legs up, lift the chest up. Lift up as high as you can. Keep lifting those legs. And then lower back down. Sometimes there's a tendency to just lift from the chest. So lift the chest, lift the legs. Now if you find that you're lifting a lot from the chest, lower the chest down, but really get those legs up. Get those legs up and then lower back down. Take one of your hands to your lower back and then lift up again and see if you can feel those lower back muscles really engaging. It's just incredible. That longissimus muscle is just really working, and then come back down. And then lift back up again. Lift the legs, lift the chest. Lift up a little bit higher, and then lower back down. When you're ready, come on back up again. Lift up as high as you can. Lift those legs up. And then for this last one, bring the arms forward, reach forward, bend the elbows. Elbows are level with the shoulders, lift the chest, lift everything up, and then slowly back down and take a breath of relief. Oh my goddess, we worked hard. Working these muscles is so important and so crucial to prepare for wheel pose. We want all of the back muscles to improve their ability to contract so that when we come up into wheel, we have stability. Now roll over onto your back, set up for bridge pose, and when you're ready, lift up into bridge pose. We're going to engage the glutes again. So lifting up as high as you can, feel the glutes engage, and then slowly lower back down. Now, if you want to, and you find that it's your hips are coming up in a bad way, and you're pushing your knees forward, walk your feet a little bit more forward. Create some space between your feet and your glutes, and then lift up into bridge pose. Feel the glutes really engage here. And this is a little bit easier sometimes for some people because their hamstrings and glutes don't engage properly. So walk the feet forward. But if you feel, good doing this with your feet close to your hips, then bring the feet in a little bit and lift up into bridge. But the most important thing here is to work on engaging the glutes. So wherever you are, really focus on engaging those glutes. Squeeze them as much as you can and lower back down and relax. Lift back up into bridge pose again. Squeeze those glutes as much as you can. Squeeze them, squeeze them, squeeze them. Push down through the heels of your feet. And then slowly come back down when you're ready. Oh my God. Let's do it again. And when you're ready, lift up into bridge pose. Squeeze the glutes as much as possible. Push down through the heels of the feet. See if you can lift those hips up a little bit higher. You're getting stronger and stronger. And then when you're ready, lower back down and take a couple of breaths here. Breathing in and breathing out. And when you're ready, come back up again. Now this time, really anchor down into the heels of your feet. Lift the hips up a little bit higher. Now I want you to start pulling the heels towards the shoulders. And then slowly lower down. Take the hands to the ribs. Just take a few deep breaths in and deep breaths out. Now, if you're ready here, we're going to do wheel pose. What I'd like you to do is to bring your arms back out to the sides and lift up into bridge pose. Now, if you don't want to do wheel pose, just stay here for a little bit longer. But to set up for wheel pose, start to bring the elbows along the sides of the ribs or where the ribs were. Have the fingertips pointed upwards towards the ceiling. Press down through the humerus so that you can lift up a little bit more, and then bring your hands beside the ears, come onto the head, and push up into wheel pose. Oh, doesn't that feel amazing? Press down through the heels of the feet. Press the chest to the wall that you're looking at right now, and press the legs in the opposite direction. Breathing in deeply and exhaling deeply. Can you press down a little bit more through the heels of the feet? Oh, let's come on down. Bring the chin towards the chest and slowly come on down. Take a few deep breaths here. So nice. Now, if you're with me still, we're going to do it one more time. So bring the arms up to the sides, lift the hips up. And let's just kind of go into it this time. So bring the hands beside your ears, come onto the top of your head, and now start to press up as much as you can. You're probably going to notice that this wheel feels so powerful, so invigorating and energizing. Press up a little bit more. See if you can lift the hips up. Maybe even squeeze the glutes here a little bit. And then tuck the chin in a little bit and come on down. Bring the hands out to the sides and just rest for a moment in Shavasana. You earned this. Now don't go anywhere yet because we got one more little thing to do. But just take a couple of breaths here. Breathe in deeply and exhale deeply. Oh, wow. Now bring the hands, the right hand to the right thigh. I want you to bring the right leg up as much as you can to 90 degrees. Push up through the heel of the foot. Extend through the leg and slowly lower the leg back down. Do the same on the left side. Bring the left hand to the left thigh. Bring the left leg up to 90 degrees. Push up through the heel of the foot. And slowly lower down while extending through the heel of the foot. Bring the hands out to the sides again. Take a few deep breaths. And exhale out. I'd like to invite you to stay in Shavasana as long as you like. As you're here, just feel the potency of this practice come alive inside your body and start to imagine that the energy of this practice is now going out into all the other areas of your life. Feel that divine inspiration flooding and saturating every cell of your body as you begin to expand the idea of who you think you are in this world, and you expand the possibilities of what you can be and what you can do. That truly the universe of limitless possibilities is opening up to you. When you're ready, slowly come and sit up. Take the palms of the hands together. Take a few deep breaths here. Bow to the best parts of yourself. Bow to the person that you want to become. Namaste, my friends.